Okay, so if you've been following my series, you've seen the process and gone with me through the process as we've converted our really tiny backyard into a really awesome pool oasis. And this is the final product. Now, I did have the video before this where I just did a before, during, and after from certain points of my yard, so you could kind of see the transformation process. And this video, I'm just going to go around and show you each individual area and feature and thing and fill you in on maybe the stories of it, and just show you how you can take even a really tiny area, small backyard, and turn it into a really amazingly awesome Hawaiian pool oasis kind of thing. So let's go. I'm just going to show you all the areas. As I'm doing that, just so you know, I will put links down in the description below to a lot of the things we used or products we bought. We get a lot of our stuff from Amazon, so I'll have links to that. But some of them are from Costco, some of them are from other places, and I'll put all that information down in the description below. So if you see something you're like, "Ooh, I'd like to get that for my house," you don't have to email me or try to hunt it down yourself. I'll have the link in the description. But anyway, all right, let's start the tour. So this is the pool area, and I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but I'll throw up a picture of when it was just a yard. Everything was different, and I'm going to talk about all the areas, but here's just an overview. You can see back in front of the garage we got a really nice teak table, and then we got this shelter to put over it so it would be shaded pretty well and protected from the elements. And then you can see the wall, how different the walls, all the walls now are covered with that natural slate tile that I got from Home Depot. And then we have the wall topper on the top, so it gives us complete privacy. And then as you move towards the pool, you can see the deck changes. We got the Bell Guard, Montecito color, I think Catalina Grande is what those pavers are called. Cool deck chairs, got those from Costco. It's just a part of the deck area. So we have this deck area over here. Initially we thought we were going to put those chairs over in this area, but it's just not wide enough. Again, small yard, so we ended up realizing that those chairs, these big long layout chairs, fit over there. They do not fit over here, so we changed this up and just have like a sitting area over here with a table. Got this really cool wide umbrella from Amazon. We found it on Amazon, and covers so you could even put 2 additional chairs, which we do have over here, and still be pretty well shaded. Flipping around, you'll see on the back here we had this gate installed as part of the gate install. So behind our garage is a pretty large area, which you'll see, and it is now gated and also lockable. And this is where we have our pool equipment, and we got this cool, this is a barbecue sunshade. I got this from Amazon. There are a lot of different ones of them. Most of them are just a little too wide. This one was the perfect width, and so all our pool equipment, just to protect our pool equipment while it's back here, both from continual sun and then also just elements in general. And then we have all our pool stuff back here and our garbage back here, because it became a really nice place to hide the garbage so it's not seen. And you can see that center block back there. That's what all of our bowl walls used to look like. Now they're all, except for that one, they're all covered with this cool natural slate tile. So let's get back over to the pool area. Now you see our pool's a freeform shape pool, and the finish is a Quartzscape finish called Barbados blue. At this point in the day it's really reflective. Over there where the sun is, you can see the color a little better. It's a little more reflective with the shade being cast over it. But it's pretty much the deepest, darkest blue we could find in the Quartzscape color. Quartzscape is, instead of pebbles, they mix quartz with the plaster, so it makes it stronger, but it's not as rough. It's a little bit smoother than pebbles tend to be. And you can see the planter. Now the plants and the landscape lighting, which I'll show you a night picture of that, those were all done by us. Me and my spouse, we did all that ourselves. We didn't build the planter, the pool company built the planter, but we shoveled tons and tons and tons of dirt, and we pre-laid the wiring for the irrigation system and the landscape lighting, and then I wired all the lights, and that is plugged into the system so that we can be controlled through the pool system. And that's our water wall. I'll have that on for you in a minute. You see these little speakers here. There's a speaker here, and there's one here. These are rechargeable speakers that are also water resistant, and they're connected to Chromecast. You'll see there's also a bigger speaker in the gazebo, and then you might have seen there's a speaker on the table over in the table shade area over there. And they're all connected to Chromecast, so we can have the same music playing through all the speakers around the pool. And of course you can move them around if you need to. And we can also have the same music playing inside our house if we want, because we use Chromecast with Google Play Music to provide the music. You can see we have a nice bench, Baja bench on the back there, big long Baja bench. Everyone wants to know what those two circles are. Those are our drains. The pool company used the wrong color. They're supposed to be a dark gray, and instead they used light gray, so they are going to change out the covers on there to a dark gray so they blend a little better. But those are just the main drains. And then come over to this side, you can see another big Baja bench in this corner. It's a great place just to chill out and relax. Another angle of the entire pool. See the sitting area over there, water wall and the plants. Then over here we have our gazebo. It's the Yardistry gazebo we got from Costco. We got these really cool lights, which you'll see in the night shots. They can put off a nice warm white just to provide nice light, or they can also be colors, and you can completely control the colors. These look really cool, but they're also very durable because that's not glass, it's plastic, which is a good deal, because if they had been glass, we'd have broken about 10 of them while we were putting them up, which is why they made them plastic, but made them to work really well. And you can see we have the privacy extension on this wall as well. And then we got the fire pit. This fire chat set we got from Costco, which they don't have year round. They tend to have this kind of stuff during the summer only. Over there we got this bin we bought to keep all our towels in. So there's like 15 towels in there. And then outdoor trash can, because of course we needed that. Here's the gazebo. You can see I got a cool fan up there. Found this fan, and it's like perfectly meant to hang in a gazebo. And we control all that with Alexa, so turn on the ceiling fan. Oh. It's actually not the ceiling fan, it's a gazebo fan. Alexa, turn on the gazebo fan. So you can see we can control the fan and the lights, and also some of the pool equipment. And then this area, there used to be a brick wall here. We tore that down, and then this used to just be mostly dirt over here on the side of our house. So we added, obviously had this fence installed with a gate, and then turned this into a dog run. Since we took away our dog's yard, she has to have a place to go. So now we have a dog run over here for her. Again, you can see the Belgard pavers. Alexa, turn off the gazebo fan. And you can see we have a TV, 55-inch TV. I bought a cheaper one, quote-unquote cheaper. It was not the cheapest because I wanted to make sure it was one that had good viewing angles. So it was about $650, but it's one that specifically has really good viewing angles, which is important. You can see the speaker up there, which is also hooked into the Google Play Music through Chromecast. So I can play music. It'll play to all these speakers automatically. That's our guest bedroom window. Our guests now have the best view in the house. And let's see, let's demo this, how we connected everything up to Alexa. Tell Panther to turn on the waterfall.
Okay.
So you get to see that waterfall in action. When it first comes out, it's going to come roaring, but that's not the normal speed. It settles down after a while. But you can see we had a really tiny backyard, hardly any space, but we turned it into a pretty awesome pool oasis. Just lots of really cool stuff. Again, that's just the pump warming up, so it's kind of falling hard. Get a closer shot of this table over here while that's settling down. You can see we have a speaker over here. Has Google, so we can ask Google questions. Also has a echo tap, so we can control all the stuff in our house that's automated or the stuff around the pool using that. And they're wireless and rechargeable. The table and chair set we got at Osh. That's where we got those things. But back over to the pool. You can see the water feature, one of my favorite things. This nice, relaxing, subtle, beautiful backdrop for the pool. And yeah, this is how you take a small backyard and turn it into a really awesome pool oasis. And now I'm going to jump over and just give you a quicker tour, just so you can see how everything looks at night, because we'll always want to see what it looks like at night. So this is the pool at night. Just the pool lights are on right now, and you can see we have these LED torch lamps on top of the wall over there. My phone's having a hard time focusing on them because it's so dark, but those are solar lamps. They just come on, they get light during the day and come on at night. And then I'll show you how I can use Alexa, tell Pentair to turn on the Malibu lights.
Okay.
And there you see the landscape lighting on our lights, which again we did ourselves. I did all the wiring of those. Alexa, turn on the gazebo lights. And there you see the gazebo lights. And right now we have them set to just slowly rotate through the colors. But those are some of the coolest lights. You can control individually the colors, so you can have like 2 colors, so every other one is a specific color for like team colors and stuff. Or you can have different modes. They have like red, white, and green for the holidays, or red, white, and blue for July 4th. So this is the pool at night. I'll show you with the gazebo lights that I also have a warm white, which is kind of cool. So that's just the natural warm white. So when you turn that on, the whole gazebo is lit up very well. You can see, provides plenty of light if you're just hanging out in the gazebo and you want light, play games or whatever. But that's it at night. We do also have just our outdoor lights. Alexa, turn on the outside lights. So if we really want to light up the place, we can. The outside lights. And then you get light pretty much spread around. But that is our pool in the nighttime. So you can see, even with the really small, tiny backyard, a little creativity, you can, and the right amount of money, I will say, because what we did was not cheap. We're going to be paying for it for probably the next 10 years, but it's well worth it. We're both excited about it. We love the way it turned out, all the choices we made, which were sometimes difficult, because along the way you're making these choices. but you don't get to see what they're going to look like. You don't know until the final product how it's all going to come together. But I think we did a really good job. We love it, and hopefully you can get inspired. If you have a small yard and you're thinking about putting in a pool, you can see that it can be done, and you can take what seems like a really small space and turn it to a really amazing dream Hawaiian oasis in your own backyard.